everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Look who we got
Hello.
with us. Yay. I got Wisdom Seeker Joan, who is here with us today. Welcome, Joan. I'm so glad you're here. And we got Mark, Spirit Whisperer, with us as well, with his in his pan cave. And
Got,
all is good in the world.
got my doggies with me as usual. Alaska's on the floor today, but
Oh,
we're
oh.
right
Maybe
here.
it's cooler. Is it
Yeah,
cooler on the floor? Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
gotten really hot
Oh, yeah.
today and
Yep.
yesterday. The temperatures went way up.
Someone was telling me, oh, it was Kelly up in Ontario. She said it was 85, and of course it gets like 20 below up there. And so yesterday it was like 85, and she didn't have her
Air
stuff
conditioning.
plugged in yet. Yeah, her
Oh,
air conditioning. So yeah, wow,
Yeah, I'm in Minnesota, and it's all week. It's upper 80s and 90s.
really?
And
Okay.
I out in my garden, the dog or the spiderboard bloomed, and I remember
Uh-huh.
exactly the first day it bloomed last year, and it's 2 weeks ahead. It's
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
it went from snow piles to lots of
Yeah.
heat.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, all right, folks, let's say hello to some people that are here. We have Starfish, it's good to see you. And Viviani is here. Wiki. Oop, Mark went away. He'll be back. Gina, um, Lisa Foster. Hi, honey. Sorry your kitty cat is being um, difficult.
so
Mark just wanted to pop out and pop back in like
I was
Paul Lynde on Bewitched.
I was trying to link in, and then all of a sudden it just took me away. I don't know what happened.
Remember, what was his name? Paul Lynde played Uncle somebody on Bewitched.
Yeah,
I
Uncle Arthur.
Uncle Arthur.
Wow, what a
I
memory!
love him. I
Yeah,
loved him. Yeah,
he used to always be on Hollywood Squares too.
he did. And he would say the most wonderful, funny things,
Yeah,
honestly. All right. So then let's see, where are we? Pam Cunningham, it's good to see you. Karen Johnson. Yes, please post questions in all caps and use emojis. That's great. Thank you. Um, let's see. Gina M, I did say, but since Mark is here, I wanted him to know you were here. Lottie, Alexis Honeybun. I love that name. That's cute. Hi, Stouffer. It's good to see you too. Yes, very good. We got a lot of people. Teresa Baltazar, Suzanne Spirit Watcher, Joanne Grayson. Wow, we've got lots of folks here. Christine Brooks, Rita. Hi, Rita. Oh, I might be able to ask your question today, Rita. If you can put it up, that would be great. Uncle Arthur, thank you. Yes. Okay, Viviani, I got your question. Let's see. Now I have a message. Yes. All right. Message wiki. Hi, Carolyn Adams, MJ420, and Linda De Gonzalez, Lauren Hunsinger. Thank you all for being here. As you can see, I got laid this morning. It's one of my favorite jokes. Anyway, a beautiful assortment of purple orchids sent over from Oahu from Yuko, who I met in Sedona. So I am eternally grateful to her, and they smell fabulous.
oh
So
my God, they're so gorgeous, like that color.
I know it.
I love the colors in nature. They're just can be so
They
like,
definitely are.
oh,
Yep. Sure brings you smiles to faces. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Melody. Who else came in? Oh, Christine, I got your question. Okay. Yeah. So what have you been up to, Mark? Have you been working on your little stand that you have at the?
yep, I keep trying
Yeah.
to keep up with that.
Okay.
So like, they always send you a check at the end of the month. So it's like I'm starting a new month and that. But yeah,
Okay.
that comes
Yeah.
along. And
Uh-huh.
just, I'm always busy because Joan might experience this. Since I lost my partner, it's like so different because anything that gets done, I got to do it. And we used to
Sure.
share a lot of things, and just if it's about the house, the yard, the pets, going to the grocery, cooking, everything, so I'm still
Mm-hmm.
not to that because, for so many years, decades,
Mm-hmm.
I lived with somebody and we always shared all the stuff.
Sure.
So like, if
Makes
I
sense.
And, so anyway, I always feel tons busy all the time, even though I'm not
Sure,
really.
sure. Well, I don't know, but I always thought that what would I do with all my time if I was home and I was retired? But if I actually have a day off, it just goes anyway. I don't even know where the time goes.
Yeah,
Is
that
Yeah,
too.
that too. Joan, what
Yeah,
about you?
I agree with Mark. It's well, yesterday I was digging dirt and reseeding the lawn and watering and all of that because I just let everything go last year and the grass died.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then today I was up on the porch roof with a blower doing the eaves
Oh,
and see that okay, it needs some painting here, and it's that the list is just never ending.
I
Never
know.
That's
ending.
but
Yeah.
when I last fall when I went to Mexico, it was so great because home. I love my house, I love my neighborhood and my neighbors and everything, but home is just one long to do list.
Um,
Yeah,
uh,
I
well,
agree.
I guess I have partial understanding because Keith isn't, he's here probably 3 days every 2 weeks. And
Yes.
so I do have that reprieve, but for the most part, everything falls on me that I have to do. But I end up having to combine them and sort of wait for some of the things. I can't do some of them. They're just not my forte. So,
Right.
Can I
Yeah.
tell you one success story though? On top of everything
absolutely.
else, I'm dealing with my son, his car. There's things wrong with it, and I've kind of inherited being the car person. So
Uh-huh.
I was trying to look up to see for one of the problems what it was, just on the University of YouTube, and I was able to his the emergency flashers and the thing to lock the door weren't working at all.
Oh,
So I looked up
okay.
and I found a little 3-minute video and thought, great. And I fixed it by myself with a screwdriver and some duct tape.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I'm so proud of myself. And I'm sure my husband, who was kind of a car
Right.
enthusiast, was right on my shoulder. But
Was right on you. Yeah.
yes, I was
Oh,
very pleased.
oh, yep. I the University of YouTube is the best thing. Actually, my students didn't do their works cited pages right on their research papers, and I sent them a link to YouTube. Look at this. This is
Yes,
how you do it. Hello. Yeah.
saved you
Oh
hours.
my
Well, there
goodness.
is that. You can kind of learn almost anything online
You
these days.
can. You can.
But
Yeah.
I'm horrible about cars. Oh,
Uh-huh.
I know.
Diane, I think Diane's talking to you.
She is. Hi,
Mark.
sweetie. I love
Okay.
you. Yep. She's a
Uh-huh.
friend of mine from California,
Oh,
actually.
that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Pursuit.
I wanted to make sure you saw it. Good. I'm glad.
She
All
just
right.
lost a partner, too. So,
Oh, that's so hard. Oh
yeah.
my goodness. Lots of love to you, dear. All right. So let's start with the questions, and I'm going to go back and see if I missed anything. She would like a message from her spirit team. She wonders when things will get better or if she's got any good news coming in. Well, I can tell you I love you, and that's good news. So
Ditto.
that isn't probably what you wanted to hear, though. Oh,
Okay. Yeah. Viviani.
hi, Miriam. I didn't see you there. Welcome, honey.
Well, do you mind if I go first?
Nope.
When I tuned in, I just saw a black background, and then all of a sudden there was this gorgeous butterfly, and you appeared like, well, the center of the butterfly. If I were a better biology person, I'd know what that's called. Was an image of a woman, and it kind of with green iridescent stuff and the antennae and all of that. So it's like the butterfly. It's the gorgeous and wonderful, but it only becomes the butterfly after a big change. So I'm interpreting that as good things are ahead, like wondrous things are ahead, but there might be, you might be on this side of the change, and it's hard to see it. It's hard for a caterpillar to even imagine a butterfly. But I pulled a card for you and I got the Magician. So you've got all the tools to make this happen. And it's all kind of in your hands. And I wish I could be a little more specific than that. But I do get the feeling that a good and fairly significant change is in the offing. And even if you can't even put your head around it, just see if you can grasp onto the energy of what that might be like, and sort of ask the universe to fill in the details for you.
There you go. She says that makes sense.
Okay, good.
Excellent.
Hey, Viviani. First of all, I just want to say, in general, and also to you specifically, but Pan's been kind of going on about this with me in my head, that energetically, everybody, I like to call that's on the love train, that just they're more dedicated to love. And that to me is synonymous with God or source, but that's their mission. And that it's about like a time for reaping some of that back, like a reward time. And I keep hearing that for all of us who really don't have malintent or anything like that, it's like a time to get some of that energy back. And he keeps talking about with this summer solstice. So that's soon, a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's been a little slower than it was gonna be, I think, because we're going through so much energetically and cosmically that it's sort of slow and steady. It's a little bit plodding, but I really hear that. And then also those that are kind of dedicated to that which is not love will also be receiving that energy. And it's like a big karmic demonstration, kind of what I'm hearing. And we'll see. But I feel like that means good coming for you. And then I pulled the Ace of Swords for you, which is a great, oh yes, good energy coming. Now, being swords, that's also mental body. So I would just say, keep your mind focused on that which you want, not what you don't want, on good, positive thoughts. And whenever you catch yourself dipping in, like we all do, just go, oh, no, change your mind. But good is coming. And then here you are, Queen of Swords. So it's again like, when will things get better? I'm thinking soon. He keeps telling me we're all gonna feel better with this summer. It's gonna feel like, oh, ugh. So we'll see.
Yeah. And I saw somebody last night say that with the full moon on the 3rd, which is what, Saturday, I think, some big news coming in that from not personal, probably more global, will be coming in. So
Oh yeah,
I'm
cool.
looking forward to that. So I have 2 cards for you, Viviani. I have one from the Soul Helper Oracle, and one from the Oracle of Positivism, which I love. But the Soul one says, feel the power of your blood and your ancestors, because you are not alone. And we are all doing some kind of ancestral work anyway. And in doing that ancestral work, we heal both lines. We heal the line behind us and the line in front of us. And so something's going on with that. But here, this next one says, I have an energetic body and the power to transform myself and my life. And it's very lovely. It's very dynamic. And look, it's lined up in the chakras, and over the crown chakra and the other chakras that are up above our heads. So it's looking good for you, Viviani, I think. And from what the others have said, it sounds
So too.
Me of the Magician too. That card you had.
Yeah. Excellent, dear. Thank you so much. All right. We have Miss Kitty Cat Lady, Lisa Foster. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Can I have a message from my guides? Okay. Yes, I think so.
Michelle Shining Light Oh, that was Scott's. I'm sorry. I thought it was you. I thought it was he. She was talking to you. She's not. She's talking to Scott. Scott Scorpio's son is here. Welcome, honey. Micah
Ah,
got it.
Scott,
Yep. Hi, Claudia.
what's the message, guys?
what I'm getting is that this is a time for self-care. And they were especially saying, treat yourself as well as you treat your pets. Take time out for play. Make sure you have good food and are well hydrated, all the things, and just, take some time to relax and sit around and purr. They, that was just the very simple message. It's like sometimes I think you push yourself in ways, like if you treated the cats the way you treat yourself sometime, you wouldn't stand for that. So make sure that you are being good to you. And this might be a new kind of a turning point, because like I chose the Archangel Azrael, who's about endings and beginnings. So if there are things, whether they're physical things or just mental thought pattern where you're not especially kind to yourself, let's make that an ending and start a new beginning of making it a priority, making yourself a priority. I hope
Good
that's helpful.
call. That's good call. Yeah.
Uh, well, let me see. The card I'm getting, and I'll use kitty cat cards, just few, but exploration, step outside your boundaries. And I'm just hearing do something different a little bit, like toss it up, or, it's sort of like standing on your head for a little bit or something, but just kind of do something different. Take a walk, but go in a completely different direction or something like that. Or one day on a day is like, I'm not rescuing any cats today. I'm just going to go sit in a salt bath or something. I'm going to go watch a movie. I'm going to go have lunch with a friend. I'm just going to relax a bit today and not worry about work and all that. I know that, you have livelihood and everything. But I'm just hearing to kind of take a break from it occasionally. And it's kind of like what Joan was saying, and just allow yourself to breathe, realize that you're part of the spiritual family. It's all in the pride. You don't have to, in some ways, work as hard as you do sometimes. Now, you might disagree.
Mhm.
You got my rent and all that to do. But that's what I'm hearing. You're in the family. And so whether you're watching a movie or rescuing cats, you're still in the family. So it doesn't, that it isn't better. This isn't better way to do the day than this. Or taking care of you is just as worthy as, taking care of the kids. And we all know how important that is. So that's all I'm hearing today. Just,
Okay.
do a little something different.
Yeah. Um, I've got creativity and power. I got the spider because I pulled some animal cards, even though a spider, it doesn't seem like to me an animal, but anyway, close enough, I guess. Um, Maybe you're feeling sort of webbed in or caught in the web of what you're doing. And so I agree with the other two that taking a day or so off and just being and not doing is going to be important to you. I also get the earthworm, which means you need to ground yourself more, which we've also said today. But the best thing I got was the cow, which is my second favorite animal on the planet. And it says patience, nurturing, abundance. And it's the opposite of it is being stubborn and unyielding. So the cow wants you to nurture yourself. And you know that cow's milk is what most of us were brought up on, not everybody. but that's nurturing. So it's about the closest thing that we have to nurturing. So take care of yourself, sweetheart. Moo cow is right. I love them. I every time I'm driving somewhere, I toot at cows and wave. They must think I'm just
I love cows, and when I was real young, when I'd go visit my grandpa, both of my grandparents had animals and farms. But when we would go milk the cows, and they used to sell the milk and all that,
uh-huh.
it was a small farm. But I would go, and I would just stand up because they'd have to put their little heads in the thing while they got milk.
Yep.
And I'd
Yep.
be over their heads, and I would just be kissing the cows and talking to them when I was real little.
I know.
And I just
I
fell
got.
in love with cows at a
I
very
know.
young
I know. I haven't. I stopped eating them in 1990, and I can't do it. And I mean, I love them. And my neighbor had a cow for 2 years, and I used to go pat it every day. And then one day it disappeared. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about what happened to it. So, yeah.
My favorite Far Side cartoon is the one where the cows are in the car and they pull up by a field full of people and yell out, yakety, yakety, yak, instead of.
Oh, that is fabulous. That is fabulous. I absolutely love it. Wow. Some of the people in the chat are saying that they're really exhausted right now. A lot of really tired out. Are you feeling that way too? Or do you know if Pan can tell us?
I am feeling that way.
Yeah, I am too.
Okay. You are too, Joan? Okay.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's more tired than I would like to be.
It feels like somebody wrung me out, like you would if a face cloth or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was listening. I wish I knew more about astrology, but I think there is this change from the North Node to the South Node, or blah blah blah, whatever, and that there might be an astrological reason for it. Although,
sure,
yeah,
there usually is. Yeah.
Excuse me, Mark. I interrupted you.
No. I was just going to say, yeah, I'm just more tired than I'd like to be, and I feel like getting up. It's real slow to get back. And just any activity seems like it makes me more tired than it really should, kind of cozy a little bit.
Yep. And I do know Anna's saying solar flares and stuff are also happening to us, and we may not feel that, but it's happening. We just may not understand that that's happening. So yeah, that's going on. Anyway, lots of love, and I hope everybody gets enough rest. And by the way, I just want to mention Good Stuff says, hey, everybody, happy Pride. Absolutely. There you go.
Jason. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride is right. It's Pride Month, right? In June.
Yeah, that's like the official one. Although it kind of goes all, every town picks their own time or whatever.
Sure.
But yeah, that's why I wanted to kind of, do the thing I'm telling you about this month too.
Yeah, you need to start it.
Starting with everybody, or am I just seeing it?
What, dear? I'm sorry. Are you moving? Is that what you're asking?
I was wondering if the picture keeps freezing for you guys.
It does sometimes, but not real bad.
All right.
So, yeah.
But I think it's because I tried to link in. I mean, I did link in.
Yeah, you should be all right.
I started freezing or something. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Wiki, a message from her guides.
For June.
Yeah, that's true, Jenny. Oh, good, Miriam.
For Wiki. I meant to bring some of my new decks in here, and I forgot to bring them in.
All right, what's it going to be today? Let's see.
I'm sorry it's taking me so long. They showed me moonlight on the water and then a boat, and they're making a reference to a children's nursery rhyme. And it's not 3 Men in a Tub. It's like a cat and two other animals going off to sea. Do you know what that one is? But
I think her cat is missing.
that's what it was.
Yes,
Oh.
she says Tango has moved on to his next adventure. I'd like to think he's in a new home.
Okay.
She doesn't want to accept the alternative. So that's probably why it's coming up.
Okay, because the only one I could identify was the cat in the boat going out to sea, and but it looked like a nice traveling with the moon lighting the way. Okay, with that information, Spirit, is there anything else you can tell me about this? I'm getting the idea that it started out as an adventure, and that the cat is being watched over, and definitely in the light. So how is this adventure going to end, Spirit? I'm seeing the cat jumping out of the boat and going up to the moon. So you can. The owl and the pussycat went out to sea. Thank you very, very much. Yeah.
She's the book writer, the children's book writer. Claudia.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
I used to know all of those.
Uh-huh.
Mark, did you get anything more definitive?
Well, this is what I'm getting. I was just pulling some cards. I wasn't really reading on the kitty though.
That's all right. She just wanted a message from guides, but when she mentioned the kitty, I brought that up.
Yeah, I know, and I know that's Tango, right? That she's talking about.
Yes.
He disappeared. Yeah. Okay. Well, sometimes when Penn gets on a thing, he just keeps beating. Again, for the month of June, I get the King of Earth and the Knight of Earth, and that's Pentacles. But both of those are, earthly manifestation. Now he's talking again about receiving gifts in June, in summer. And it's like earthly return. Because then we get King of Air right with it. So it's like what you put out coming back, like, because we really create our reality with our thoughts. And so we've been working on consciously doing what we are able to anchor this new age into the earth. And he keeps saying, we're going to feel a sense of reward or like a reprise. But he says, even though it's going to feel good, we're all hard at work on the earth. He's telling me this is the 8 of Earth, but bringing that energy and anchoring it through us into the earth. That's really what we're doing. We're helping to anchor it here so it doesn't lift up. And I like this little guy here busily working, because we're always doing that. Even if we don't know it, like in our dreams and sleep, these kind of places, just holding the thought. So, I see like it's a better time coming.
Yeah. Good. We need that. Wiki, it's asking you to stay safe and grounded. It's interesting that behind the person is the deer. And I believe there are maybe other little things that are hidden in this picture, because the next one I get is disguise. And then I get peace. So I think that there are things around you that are hard to see sometimes, or they're disguised in the, within the trees or whatever, because you can't always see some animals. They blend right in with the landscape. But all of these things will bring you peace. And I'm getting that you should probably go outside a little bit more and do what you can. It's been a pleasant couple of days here in the Seattle area. So, if you get a chance to do that, do it, girl. All right. Thank you very much. All right. We've got Miss Rita here. And Rita wants to know, will the person I marry be a foreigner or a Korean? I'm guessing she's Korean.
Okay.
And is love coming towards me, please?
A foreigner, like as in an American that's not, because I'm assuming, are you in Korea?
Yeah, answer. I think she is, but
She is in Korea. Yeah. Okay.
I think so. Thank you, Hypnicity. That's very nice of you. Um, let's see. I'm guessing she is
Okay.
because I think to her a foreigner is anybody outside of Korea. That's why she asked the question that way.
I
Yep.
was wondering. I didn't know maybe she was raised here, and so she's.
Well, then again.
Yeah.
When I tuned in, I got the Love Boat theme. Love is in the air. Da 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 da. So definitely love is in the air, and
Okay.
maybe you need to go on a cruise. But then I did check with the pendulum, and they said the person who's coming to you will be Korean. And I pulled a card and got the Archangel Haniel, who says, "Trust your vibes." So it sounds
Ah,
like you're doing a good job of focusing on what you want and bringing that into you and being happy in that energy. So good for you. And just know
uh-huh.
that you can trust your vibes and kind of bring that right into your life.
That's awesome. Yes, trust your gut. Thank you, Vivi, honey.
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Thanks,
Yeah,
everybody.
and I basically just pulled two cards that said exactly what Joan just said.
Oh,
Or all
good.
it is. It's a magician and the Two of Cups. But like it, you have the ability to create the partner you want, really, and
Uh-huh.
kind of get that clear in your mind. What would you rather have? Uh, would you be happier with the Korean partner or someone else? So kind of choose. It's in your hands. You're the magician,
Uh-huh.
and
Yep.
here's the partner. You can just bring them right into your life. The Two of Cups. So that's kind of, I think, a lot like what Joan was picking up on. I love that when that happens.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep. And I sort of get the same thing because what I get is you're taking steps to find the person that you're looking for, and you've been moving arrows in different directions. So it could be whoever's meant to be with you is going to be with you, whether they're Korean or they're a foreigner, as long as you want that and you find that that's the person you want to be with. So the arrows you're shooting out are going to come to pass, and it looks like eventually you're going to get some kind of an invitation, or you're going to seal a deal, because I got the wax seal. So it looks like I can't tell you exactly what time, but it looks to me as though you're moving toward that goal right now. That
Yeah.
your person is out there possibly looking for you. So thank you.
Could be
Yeah,
Cupid's arrows too.
could be Cupid's arrows.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that
Yes.
Two of Cups made me think it wasn't that far off or
Right. Right.
pretty close or something. Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We want to
Absolutely.
see the wedding pictures
That's
eventually.
right. All right. So Christine Brooks is looking to change jobs this summer and wonders if she will be successful.
Looking to change jobs, Christine.
Yeah, I'm getting a yes as far as being successful. I'm seeing that this summer is going to be, the energy this summer is going to be a little wild. So you'll need to stay grounded and keep focused on this goal. But then I saw it's almost like it's a group effort. I saw like a bunch of people with their arms, ooh, I shouldn't be doing that, but with their arms around each other's shoulders in a circle, kind of doing a dance. And so it's like maybe you leverage your social media or LinkedIn or your network of friends to help you find this and find this position. So it's something a little bit out of the ordinary, rather than just going to the job listing and applying. There's a sense of other people being involved, whether it's a job lead or assisting you in some way. But I do see it happening. It just might not be as smooth and and in a traditional way of finding a job as you might have imagined.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh, well, I'm just going to just go, plain and
Yeah.
simple. I get death. Oh boy. But that means, probably time for a change like that to end one relationship, like a job, and move into another. And then King of Pentacles, I couldn't be more good about, when we're talking about a new job, because that's an earthly,
Hmm.
work, money, all that. So it does seem like you would be successful. I do think it is going to be kind of, the summer is going to be eventful, but it's also a good time if you just stay, you know, centered in love, centered in your connection with Source. You don't have to be all tossed about, I don't think, or much less. So, stay connected to your spirit and your spirit guides and allow them to help you get this new job, you
Hmm.
know, to bring the opportunities, to help clear away obstacles, things like that for you.
Well, I got that you're going to might be using the Wi-Fi, your Wi-Fi connection to find a job available to you, or maybe you get an email from somebody saying, or I don't know if you belong to Indeed or you belong to LinkedIn. Some of those have jobs, and I don't have a job this summer, so I have to keep applying for jobs, even though I'll have a job in the fall, because I can't get unemployment unless I do. So I understand, and I have to go to those all the time. And whenever I don't want one, guess what? I get a call. It's crazy. Anyway, so that's going to be, and then I get prosperity, good luck energy coming in with an acorn. So it looks like, yes, you'll be finding something that you like. Do you work in the healthcare field, Christine? I don't know if you do. I got the health card, but that also might mean just make sure that you take care of yourself and eat right and, that kind of thing. But that's the card that came up there. Always good to take care of thyself. So thank you, dear. Thank you. Good luck. We hope you get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we've got Pam Cunningham talking about a dog that just passed, Rocky, and wonders her sister's dog wonders if Rocky has a message.
Rocky.
I can hear the Rocky song. Da da da.
Da-da-da.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Well, I think I should defer to Mark on this one. It's his
oh,
speciality.
This is his speciality. Yes.
well, but sometimes it takes me a minute or two.
Yeah.
And he feels a little bit busy, which
Mhm.
sometimes they are, right? Soon after they've crossed, there's a little stuff to do. Weirdly, I think they kind of review their life like we do. Um, and so there's also just the process of moving from physical into spiritual. That's a bit of a process. And so
Yeah.
he's kind of doing that. And just realizing what happened. How old was he? I feel like she's had him for a while, Pam, but let
Hmm.
me know if she hasn't. What do you want to say about your passing, buddy bud? We'll be a little more talkative in like a few more days. He doesn't want her to feel guilty or anything about it. And he says she's not, she wasn't responsible in any way like that. It was supposed to be. It was his.
Oh,
Oh, she only had him for 2 years. Yeah. Oh,
2 years.
2 years old.
Oh,
Um,
I'm sorry.
so it was supposed to happen. He says allowing it,
Mhm.
even though it seems like, well, that. Oh, now it says 12 years.
Oh, okay.
So
She
I
probably
guess,
meant 12 years. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 years. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that feels more like what I was thinking. Uh, but that's why I always ask, because you never know, and I might be talking to some
Right.
other dog, and it just helps me to know for sure.
Yeah.
But I want to
Yeah.
pull a couple more cards. Lots of love energy coming. He feels very, very connected to your sister. I also feel like there's other people in the house.
Mhm.
I don't know, does she have a family? But it feels like, he liked more than one person. But he feels like he was very well cared for. He still just keeps kind of talking about that he's balancing out, and that's about crossing. I don't know exactly what happens, but I hear it all the time. So there is some kind of a little process. Um, and then once that is sort of happens and he's back in balance, he's back in sort of a harmony with the universe, and he's sort of got through that process, then he's going to be looking at whoops, I wish my thing would stop um, freezing. He's going to look at making a choice for what to do next.
Hmm.
See this? Get off the fence. So he's already thinking about movement. So I don't think he's liking the idea of staying up there for a long time. It feels like he's thinking about, moving on into a new choice. He just needs a little time to situate. I'm going to draw one more card.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's taking me a little bit.
No, it's all right.
So what he's hinting at, it's a little early, Pam. I would probably get it clearer like in a couple more days. So if you want to come over to the Monday animal or whatever. Um, but what it's aiming, so then I get that choice. I'm going to be looking to make a new choice. Right now I'm in solitude. I wish to frick, I shouldn't have ever tried to hook up. I'm now in a solitude time because he's up in heaven making a new choice. But what he's hinting at is he's thinking about returning. That's what we're getting here. But he can't be too specific right now because he's in that solitude up in heaven time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But he says, have faith. And there's that little dog with this ball, like going, you have everything you need right now. But all this is thinking about, I'm looking at the idea of, returning, allowing that to happen.
Uh-huh.
You can tell your sister to think about that.
Well, I'm getting the same message with the dog cards. I got here patience because he's not quite ready to talk much. And that's pretty much what you've said throughout your thread. In other words, give it a few more days, give it a little more time. But clarity is right under your nose. That's what I get. So, Pam, it will come. Clarity will come to Mark and come through for your sister. But I'm wondering, was this dog a little jokester? I mean, I get this card that says things are never as they seem. And so I don't know. I have had dogs that are jokesters. I mean, they do funny little things. They have funny little quirky things that they will do.
Yeah, and even it might seem like I'm dead and gone forever, but that might not be entirely true.
I'm a ghost dog.
And I might just slip right back in. You never know.
That's right. That's right.
Well, I did tune in and get a little bit.
Good.
My third eye lit up, and to me, it seemed like his way of saying that they're still in touch and that your sister has the ability there to connect with him spiritually. And then it's it's either my third chakra or maybe so this whole thing about being self-confident and making choices and taking action would align with what Mark said about making the choices for maybe coming down again. But also I was wondering, because it was a little vague at first, if the dog if its reason for passing had anything to do with stomach or abdominal issues. And then my heart chakra lit up. And so he's just sending her lots and lots of love and gratitude for the time that they spent together.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, because 12's not super old, depending on what
No.
kind of dog.
Yeah.
Um,
But
but
if it's a big dog, if it's a big dog,
Mhm.
then that seems okay, like it's within that realm. But if it's a
Right.
smaller dog,
Yeah. But it does seem like there was some kind of medical.
medical thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I feel like an inside out. So like a medical kind of a thing
Okay.
that he might have even been born with or something. But
Yeah.
sometimes that happens, and they'll come in and have that experience, and that's why a lot of times they like to return, have a different kind of experience with their human.
Uh-huh.
I also
Yeah.
get the feeling that your sister, you can, um, may already have it in her head that maybe that's possible. I don't know. He just
Okay.
talk about that, but
Okay.
you know better. All right.
That's cool. All right. So Ann Simpson would like a reading. Her dad's name is John. I've asked her
Okay.
for his name.
Thank you.
She'd like to know what our dad thinks about her trip. She's coming to the States from New Zealand. She's originally from California. She's coming to visit her mom and family. She
Uh-huh.
wonders if there'll be drama. She hasn't been home for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
His name's John.
he was, but I can't remember what you said the little doggy was. She goes, thanks so much. He was. I can't remember what that's a response to. Okay.
Oh.
I have to have blinders on so I don't see the comments because
You get drawn in.
Yeah.
I'm getting that your dad is saying, well, you know how she's like, and you know how to manage things. You know how to read the emotional. You know how to read the vibe around her.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm seeing like a circle. It's kind of like doing the hokey pokey when you put one foot in, you take one foot out. Is there?
I love that.
It's
Yeah.
like you can sense when it's getting too hot in the circle. You need to take the foot out and just move a little bit. And he's saying to be especially concerned about your children because you know the energy and the drama that can happen. And when your ears prick up, just say, oh, well, we're going to go to the beach now. We're going to go do something else. You have the antenna and the background for dealing with this, but your children aren't as attuned to it, and you need to protect them. So his message is, it'll be fine. It might not be so relaxing because you are going to be kind of on energy alert, kind of reading the room all the time, and that can be exhausting. So maybe take some time away from the family to kind of recharge. But the main thing your father said is, you know her, you can handle it, but look out for those kids.
Uh-huh.
I hope that that's
Wow.
helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think, like with any big trip like that, there's going to be little bits of drama here and there because that's families and that's trips
Yeah.
and that's travel and all that. But they're not like big goal things. I honestly think it's good that the whole family's going. They like you going traveling in numbers
Mm-hmm.
instead of just say if you went by yourself. So they like that better, and that's going to even things out a little bit more. I agree that from time you might want to lay down a minute, take a nap a little bit,
Yep.
like Joan was saying, just
Mm-hmm.
keep balanced. But overall, the trip was going to be really good for everybody. Oops, you can't see me, but I got the sun card.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
And,
Yeah.
and I like the sun card. It looks like a
Mm-hmm.
mama and kids all dancing and playing there.
Mm-hmm.
Getting along together. And it's also summertime. You see all the sunflowers and everything. So it sounds like it's really good, and you'll be glad you went, and it'll turn out fine. Uh, you know, you, I don't see old stuff being rehashed. Um, it'll be more like the rest of the family's going to help break the energy up, but it's going to be good, and you're going to be happy you did it. It'll
Mm-hmm.
actually be a gift, Ace of Earth. So another physical, tangible gift, and you'll be glad you did it. So
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So yes, I get the risk is worth the reward. So it's going to be something you'll look back on with great fondness and
Right.
be glad that you did. There is, it says here you'll feel refreshed and rejuvenated. I'm not quite sure when that will happen, Anne, because it's quite a long trip, but either that or things will get shaken up a bit. You know what happens when a soda bottle gets shaken up. It spews everywhere. But
Yeah.
And the last one I got is you have the power to manipulate emotions and or hold back and control your emotions. And because you have that power, you have that ability to do it. Your dad's saying you're going to be fine. You're just going to be fine because you already know how your mother is, like Joan said. You're very well versed at what she does and how she does it. So,
I don't think she's really going to be much of a problem, really. And, also that Four of Swords I had, that could mean that it is actually restful in a weird way, even though you don't expect it. Just the new location, maybe mom's energy is different, but, there could be that possibility that it actually is restful, anyway.
Yep. Annie wants me to show you this, Mark. I think the Alphabet Mafia sounds cool and includes everyone, but I don't want to offend. She wants you to advise.
I don't really know what the Alphabet Mafia is.
Is it because of the lists of like LBGTQ plus? Is that what she's talking about? And some people are not liking it? I don't know. I just thought of it because it's all the alphabet. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
Right, and plus they constantly add new letters. I don't even know. There's some. Okay, it's a lot of letters. I usually end it with A, B, C, D, but yeah, I don't know enough about that, Annie.
Okay.
I don't feel like we can ask Spirit, but I'd have to look I don't know what the Alphabet Mafia means. Really.
Yeah.
I don't typically like that word, mafia, but
yeah. Yes. No. Okay. Pam H., could you look at her ragdoll cat blessing? She quickly shakes her head. Vet said her ears were fine. You know what she's talking about?
Well, I can imagine. I feel like shakes her head. Hi, Pam. Oh, is this my Pam? I know. Yeah. Hi, Pam H. Yeah, it is. Blessing. Okay. Sometimes the words are right in front of my face and they don't compute. I don't know what the... It's the traveling back and forth. I feel like it might be energetic, Pam. That's the first thing I'm kind of hearing. But let me do a card or two. It's sort of like a little bit more like energetic, sort of.
Can I just interject that I was right? Annie said it's the letters in LGBTQ. She said she wrote a poem, but she doesn't want to offend anybody.
Oh, well.
And so, yeah. No, you don't think it will?
Send me your poem, Annie.
Send him your poem. Send him your poem and let him look at it. There you go.
Yeah. I can't imagine you'd be offensive. But
I know you wouldn't. You didn't. That wasn't your intention. And if people do get offended, and we don't even know why. But,
I know. Yeah. There's that.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine Annie there.
Yeah.
I also saw your message about Pan working with you. I'm so excited, Annie Bear. It's great. I think he's just kind of saying, oh, I'm so aggravated. I'm never going to link up again. He's saying, B, choose non-action. So I don't think it's like a medical thing. I think it's more energetic. Like almost even, it could even be like feeling like somebody blew in your ear. Kind of, you go, oh, what's that? Oh, what's on him? But I don't know. He doesn't seem too concerned about it, Pam.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. When I tuned in, I saw the cat, shaking its head, but it wasn't pawing at it with its paw, and which I think it would do if it was something physical. So I agree. It must be more of an energetic thing, kind of just a surprise thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to keep going on for, ever and everything. But he's not really she is not really giving me much. She don't act like it's any problem. Okay.
All right. All right, Pam. Erin O'Nugent wonders if her spirit team could bring in someone to help her be stronger. And will anything stabilize my life this year? You know what, Erin? I'm just going to say, before everybody else does their reading, that I'm just getting that you need to call in your guides and your angels to help you. If you're not specifically asking for them to help you, they don't help. They're not going to butt in. Yeah. So anyway, but we'll go ahead and read on it.
Those are very true words. You have to kind of turn the intercom on and say, hello, this is the time.
Yeah. Earth to guides.
Yeah.
Come in, please.
Okay. The first thing I heard was fake it till you make it. And which is, even when you're not feeling strong, it has to start with imagining what that would feel like. And then the next thing I heard was the same thing that we were talking about before. And some lovely person in the chat explained about the moving from the north node to the south node and this whole, why everybody's feeling so tired and all of that. And it's part of this might be a lot, or part of that, in that you need to kind of clear out your feelings of negative feelings about not being strong enough, or of being a victim, or of being, a doormat, or whatever those are. And it's one of Susan Lynn's most recent programs. She was talking about this and referenced a book, which is not on, that was very helpful to her to learn how to kind of stand up for herself. I'm sure that if you either look into that or ask some friends or ask your guides to lead you to that, whatever resources you need to kind of say, okay, I'm done with this of feeling not strong or not in control of my life. And now I'm going to start with this new energy coming in, I'm going to be this new, stronger person. Yeah. I hope that was helpful.
Yeah.
Yes. I want to remind you that in addition to just your personal guides and your own higher self, you can also, there are teachers and guides that work with everybody. If you ask them, all three of the guides that I channel are available to everybody if they want. You don't have to or anything, and that would be Dwal Cool or Jesus or Pan. They're all there available. Pan would be good with this. Well, so would Jesus. Well, all of them good. So it just depends on your resonance and what you feel like. But they'll come and help you. Just call on them, and they'll step in. You said, will anything stabilize in my life this year? I say yes. I get temperance.
Oh, good.
So balancing things out. And I think there is a balancing coming, making things a lot more palatable, less stressful, and that, ask my spirit. There it is. There's your spirit.
Okay.
Coming in to work with you. They say, just ask us. Don't
Just
forget,
ask us.
really ask times. Quite often I'll find even though I've been doing this for decades, I will still sometimes be all involved in some problem.
Yep.
Forget to ask for spiritual assistance.
I do too.
Even after all this time, and I'll have to go, Mark. Yeah. Well, the one thing you forgot to do was, could you give me a little clarity and guidance? So, they're right there for you. And I love that I got this card, because that's like them stepping in, professional.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's actually a positive reading, Erin.
All right. Guys, I got two more. But I've after that, I've got a blast because I've got Scott Allen coming on. And so if anybody didn't get their reading, I have Rosemary Pacheco here, and Emily, we'll be reading your question, and then we got to go. Okay, so will I find love?
Okay.
Rosemary Pacheco.
Do you love yourself, Rosemary? I hope so.
Yeah,
That's the most important.
that was the first thing that came to my mind too.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, and then the image of I told you I was out using the blower to get the leaves out of the
Yeah.
gutters and everything, and then clearing things off the sidewalk. And they showed me that it's like starting by loving yourself clears the path for other energy to come in, to others to love you too. So anything that's not loving yourself, just get the blower out and blow that away, and make room for
That's
those good
right.
vibes to come in.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Do you want to go now, Allie?
Yes, I got one card for the law of positivism, which I love. The law of positivism is important. I have my passions and visions are expansive as the sun. So I think what this card is trying to say to you is that all possibility awaits you and is bright as the sun. And all you have to do is believe and let it go. Make sure you let it go, Rosemary, because holding on to something, oh, okay, but will I win? Oh, let it go. It will come in when it's meant to come in, and it will be beautiful because the sun always promises a new day.
Yeah. And of course, right away, yes, you will find love. Love comes from all different directions, though. Doesn't necessarily mean it would be a boyfriend first or something like that. And, but yes, you will find love. There's that. But I'm going to say this and disagree with me if you want to, Rosemary. That's okay. But in some ways, in this department, sometimes you can be your own worst enemy in this whole love attraction thing. And it's about your mind will get the best of you. I wish to goodness that I could that I could show my cards. Um, it's,
Oh, tied up. Yeah.
and
Tied up.
mental energy again with swords, but in some ways it kind of defeats the forward momentum just about worrying about it or thinking I'll never find them. You know how our negative mind can go and just be our own worst enemy. So a little bit of that. So watch out for that. Go right in there with the big old sword like this Knight of Swords and cut that down. Cut those thoughts out. Like when you catch yourself thinking about them, say, stop. No, I don't. That doesn't support. I have, over my years, I've had to have a very stern conversation with my mind and my brain and the thoughts. And actually, it helped a lot because these days they don't just automatically constantly program some negative crap and throw that at me. They finally, my brain's finally learned, oh, he actually does better with positive thinking. And that wasn't always the case. I've had to fight this old energy a lot. And that's kind of what's coming up. So just cut that down because everything is at your fingertips. Here's the king of Pentacles. It's great, especially if you're looking for a guy coming with everything you need. So, yep, you, like everyone, has access to all the good that's available. So just don't cheat yourself out of it, by worrying about it,
Right.
I hope that makes
Thank
sense.
you, Rosemary.
Teresa
All right.
Ford had a great comment. A seed can't grow if you keep digging it up to see if it's sprouted. So,
That's right. That's right.
Beautiful.
It's the same way you plant food, like carrots and stuff. You can't keep checking on it by pulling it out to see if it's completely grown.
That's a great thing. I love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thing.
Last one for today, and I'm not sure, is Emily here? I hope Emily's here. Could you let us know, Emily? All right. Emily, are you here?
Well, I got so
Hi, Oracles of Healing Light. I'm not sure she's here.
I'm getting you're supposed to buy new shoes because you're going on an adventure. And whether this is metaphorical or not, or literal, but I my third eye lit up you've envisioned something, you've envisioned the place you're going, and then I looked down and I saw these. They were like very sturdy, kind of brogue sort of shoes, because wherever it is you're off to, you're going to need firm footing. But it was more like not a feeling of like burdensome work shoes, but I need good strong shoes because I'm off on this big adventure and something I'm excited about. So
That's awesome.
lace them up, girl. It looks
Lace
good.
them up. And I got the Tree of Wishes is calling your name. So it's almost a forgotten wish will come true. So those new shoes might come in handy.
Yeah. And I just feel like that you're not doing so bad, number one, and that I don't feel like there's a lot of worry to start doing bad, because I get the King of Cups. These are new cards, so I can't tell.
Oh.
The King of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So those are really good, bountiful, wonderful.
Yep.
I'm having a good time here. Cards, and just a lot of nice energy coming your way. Even, I feel like you're having some back and forth with spirit, because I also get the Eight of Wands. So a lot of energy coming in, positive energy is what I'm hearing. Okay.
And that's what you must be having, because if you're affecting the freezing up and not freezing up, it's your energy that's doing it, Mark. You're just a powerhouse.
It might be StreamYard, but okay.
Okay. I'd like to think of you as being a powerhouse instead.
We all know that.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to the multitude of moderators in the chat. Thank you for the donations. Thank you, Mark and Joan, for another wonderful day. We'll see you again next week. Same time, same channel. I'm not sure who's going to be here. Joan is going to be busy, so she won't be, but we'll see who's going to be here next week. And in any case, relax. Don't stress too much about the full moon, and know that things are going to get better. All right?
I heard that full moon's going to be good, though.
I know. I hope so.
Yeah,
I
okay.
hope so.
Sounds good.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye.
Bye, guys. Love you.